Quit taking your child to the pool if you're not going to watch them while they're there. Let me tell y'all how me and my son helped save this little boy yesterday at the pool. So the little boy, he had a floaty, and he came with 2 adults, and it was about 4 children with him. The oldest, he looked like the oldest because he was the biggest. He was the one that couldn't swim. So before his father or whoever he was with, before the gentleman had got in his car and left him with the woman that was with them, he was teaching him how to use the floaty, and he was telling him, if your feet is not touching the bottom of the pool, stay away from that part of the pool because then you'll drown, because I guess the little boy didn't know how to swim, obviously. So, y'all, the man leaves, and now it's just this one woman with 4 kids. So, boom, we sitting up in the pool, we chilling and whatnot. They playing in the floaties, but this little boy, he keeps making his way over to the deep end of the pool, knowing he couldn't swim. But he had his floaty with him. So, my son, he had his arm floaties on. And they was going back and forth in the pool. My son, he know how to swim even without his floaties, period. So, they kept going back and forth in the pool. Now, mind you, as I'm sitting back, I'm noticing all the kids coming in. It's about 6 of us now. It was another woman, that lady, and then me. All together, it was six kids in the pool. Now, me, just off bat, you be attentive while you're at the pool. So every few minutes or whatnot, I'm counting how many kids I see. Now, tell me why. I go and I get, what am I doing? I think I'm opening up a Capri Sun. And I hear my son like, here. And he's passing the floaty to the little boy because the boy has made his way to the deep end. And now he's reaching for the water. But my son was like this close to him. But for some reason, because he was flailing about, he wasn't able to connect with the floaty. So I get up, I rush over there to him, and I try to grab him by his shirt. Mind you, I'm not in the pool. I'm just sitting on the side. So I'm trying to reach for his floaty, and my son is steady pushing the floaty towards him. And the boy, he panicking at this point. And so I get to him, you couldn't hear it. If you weren't paying attention, you weren't going to hear it. Pay attention to your kids while they're in the pool. Drowning is 90% of the time silent, and it only takes a child 3 minutes to choke and be out of there. So the boy, he panicking and whatnot. And I was able to finally connect with him and grab him up by his muscle shirt. He had a muscle shirt on and some red shorts. I go and I grab him up at the pool. Child, my son, he's steady trying to hand him the floaty, and the boy, he didn't want to take the floaty for some reason. Or I guess he was just too panicked out to take the floaty. So I finally go in, and I'm able to reach in and grab him and pull him up so he's able to catch his breath and like look around and see, and he was able to make his way back into the floaty. My son had threw it on top of him, and he was able to now float. And we're not okay. That was the first time. Yes, there is a part 2 to this, girl. I don't know why this lady wasn't sitting up watching them shit. Or maybe it was too many of them. I don't know. But yeah, that was how me and my son helped save this boy from drowning in the pool. Now, the second time, it's even crazier. Hold on, y'all. Oh, and no, like, the woman didn't know about it until they had went upstairs, and I guess he had told her because he was so scared. That's why he didn't get back into the pool. Like, he went and sat on the shallow end on the stairs. But nobody had said nothing. I just went. I told nobody. I said, keep your floaties on. Thank you. And we went and sat back down, and everything was calm, cool, and collected again. Part 2.